The second Death Star has been destroyed, and with it, the Empire has been all but extinguished. The rebellion begins the celebration on the fourth moon of Endor below, but something with great implications begins to play out. Luke Skywalker has snuck his father, Anakin Skywalker, to the planet in hopes of saving him. He doesn't know how this will play out. He seeks the help of his sister Leia to find a way to bring Anakin a step closer to safety. Leia shows that she does have hesitations about it all and tells Luke to take her to him. Together they step aboard the shuttle and Leia is caught aghast. Lying before her is her father, not Bail Organa, but Anakin Skywalker, her real father. Disbelief is becoming a common theme for the Skywalker family as Leia is left speechless. She thought back to the time she stood face to face with him all those years ago above Tatooine. At that time, Anakin Skywalker was a distant memory, and Darth Vader was a constant image of fear. She kept thinking that all that time ago, she was standing before her biological father and had no idea. She is left with only one question as she turns to Luke. Did he know? Luke had an idea of what Leia was asking, but wasn't entirely sure. Did he know what? Luke, did he know that I was his daughter? Or that you were his son? Did he know we even existed from birth? Leia almost shed a tear, but held it back in a moment of pure will. Luke looked back down towards his father, his breathing echoing in the silence. He didn't know. I don't think he knows that you were his daughter, at least not yet. Leia couldn't hold back the tear that followed as she placed her hand around his arm, the arm that was still missing a hand from the earlier duel between Luke and Vader. It was then that Anakin's eyes slowly opened, and he looked over to see Leia caught his awakening. Leia, you look so much like your mother. Leia smiled at Anakin as the Skywalker family finally had a true reunion, but the matter at hand quickly changed. Luke reminded his sister that they must find proper medical support for their father, because the support system wasn't going to keep him alive forever. Leia told him that there wasn't much she could do in terms of the other rebel leaders, even as she vouched for it. In their eyes, the man lying before them, clinging to life, will and always will be Darth Vader. What about Han? He must have some connections. He must know someone who could help. Luke was getting desperate at this point, and Leia could sense it. She told Luke that she would go out and see if Han knew anyone that would be able to help. The celebration continued as the sun set on Endor. Rebel soldiers and pilots danced with the Ewoks, and Leia pulled Han over. He could tell that something serious was happening, and Leia was no longer in the mood of celebrating. Leia explained to Han the situation at hand, that Luke had found their father aboard the Death Star, and needed to get him medical attention. Solo was so confused as to why she was being so secretive. If he needed medical attention, just bring him aboard one of the Alliance medical frigates. She explained to Han why she couldn't do that. Their father was Darth Vader. Solo trembled at this knowledge, thinking back to that time on Bespin, and asked Leia if she was nuts. He couldn't believe that Luke would smuggle Vader down, and that she would be supportive of it, and that they would try to drag him in on it. Leia told Han everything she could, that Vader had redeemed himself and was no longer the evil man that once terrorized the galaxy. Han took a moment to think, and told Leia that if this is something she really needs, then he'll help out. This was part 2 of the What If Vader Didn't Die in Return of the Jedi series. If you haven't seen part 1 or any other previous What If series, press the link in the description below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and share with your friends to get them in on the conversation. If you haven't, subscribe to the Marauders Guild and ring the bell to be notified about whenever we upload. Until the next time, may the force of others be with you.